dear sir, Khaled sir, Mujima, and everybody here. Today, my JIRS presentation is on the topic lookism, and do we discriminate on the basis of looks? So basically, what is lookism? Lookism is basically judging someone on the basis of looks. The physically attractive ones are always benefited in beauty pageants, schools, workplaces, etc. People have a mindset that what is beautiful is good. This is why physically attractive ones are always benefited. The people unknowingly or knowingly do it. As soon as we see someone for the first time or for the last time or whenever it is, we do judge them unknowingly or knowingly. My first realized situation is that when I was back home in Qatar, when the school reopened for my 10th grade, they told us there was a new student. She was a little dark and she was healthy. She looked different. I cannot term her as ugly or beautiful. She looked very different. But her difference, her uniqueness was not accepted by my classmates in a very good way. When she had to try so much to fit in, but then only because she looked different. When normally when we sneeze, cough, nobody notices. But when she did it, most of the class guys or girls, they used to have this disgust in their face. When she was completely normal, she was sneezing in the proper way, coughing. In fact, she was very hygienic. But her difference and uniqueness was not, really appreciated. Instead, it was made fun of, and she was regularly the joke and the topic of insults in the class, and she had to take it. And then that year there was this organization called Doha Tribeca Film Festival, which is where they show the entertainment field in Qatar, shows their skills and all that, and they needed a face for the brand. Despite of all she being the topic of the jokes and insults, she did give her name to be the face of the program. And her difference and her uniqueness in her figure and her face was completely accepted by the organization, and she became the face of the Doha Tribeca Film Festival. And her face, her pictures were all over the billboards in this small country, and she was then called into Doha British Academy for this achievement of hers. So that is what we lack, We don't accept the uniqueness in everybody. We just judge them, okay, she's fat, okay, she's fat, ugly, ugly. We don't accept the fact that she's different or he's different. My knowledge question is, to what extent is the aesthetic value of art and morality purely a subjective matter? Knowingly or unknowingly, we do judge people. As soon as someone enters the class, or be it when someone's speaking, or be it in a movie or any field, we do judge the person. Most of us say we don't, but all of us do. My claim is, people do say that they have to judge a person on the basis of looks. For example, Mumbai fashion industry say that they judge a person by the look because they want someone presentable. And the CBSE Gulf Council, he clearly said that I'd rather want someone who's presentable than who's eligible. Because that year, this year, in my old school, there was a lot of, my friends used to text me saying, that the wrong person became the head boy of the school and all that. But then, it seems the principal chose him because that year, our Prime Minister Modi ji was supposed to visit the school, and he wanted someone presentable to be there. And the one they thought was eligible, according to the principal, didn't look good. So that is sad. I mean, he is eligible and still he didn't get to be the head boy. And Qatar Airways said that there are a lot of categories to be an air hostess. Your language, you should know the Ismaili language, your accent, the way you carry yourself. But then this, accordingly, the 5-star Airways, they want to be the member of the crew, they should have a fit body and a smart face. They bluntly said that. And this category is slowly being taken into most job requirements. When asked in a survey whether do you want to neglect the fact that you don't want to judge people, they said it's my perspective and it differs from human to human. So there are people who don't even want to change the fact that they judge other people. Qatar Petroleum declines job offers to people who have tattoo, but then at the same time being a very talented eligible for the job, only because of tattoo they don't get the job. My counterclaim, there's this author called Bonnie Berry who wrote the book called The Power of Looks. The book clearly says how biased people are, towards attractiveness, and then how other people are in, face inequality, get to access to both social and economical power. A 40-year-old man wanted to get a job in, again, Qatar Petroleum. He had 15 years of experience. But then he didn't get the job because a 20-year-old man had 2-year experience but looked smart. This is the biggest, in Middle East, oil, petroleum is the biggest company. Being in Qatar Petroleum is a big thing. But then having 15 years of experience but not looking smart, didn't get him the job. Omar Gorkan Alkara, he was a very famous model in Saudi Arabia. For being too handsome, he was deported from Saudi Arabia because men in Saudi Arabia thought that he was a threat for women in Saudi Arabia. So he had to go to Dubai. So he couldn't model in Saudi Arabia because he was too good looking. Okay. My second real life situation is back in Kerala. I have this aunt who had a daughter who was extremely good in academics. She was the topper, state topper, all that, subject topper. And right after she finished her 12th grade, her mother, that's my aunt, asked her to get married. But she said, no, I have to be independent, I want to make my career, I want to be the role model to so many girls in this village. But her mom kept on saying, no, you should get married, this, that. So the debate went on for weeks, and then finally she said yes, when her mom could at least look at the person. So when the guy came, he was very good looking, to which she said yes. All that being role model and want to be independent, all that went into the trash. I mean, what about being the inspiration for all those girls? The problem is when we judge the other person, the person takes all our insults and our whispering and our gushing, and indirectly the person knows that the person is being extremely judged. So this sometimes affects the other person immensely. People undergo plastic surgery so that they look good. They suicide because they just can't take the fact that they don't look good according to the world. And some people go into depression. And there are family fights because children blame their parents that I'm not good looking. People who deserve a position don't really get it because they don't look good enough. This is also connecting to discrimination, and it makes people really, really underconfident. The most saddest part is that when someone knows that they judge, they can correct it easily. But most people unknowingly judge other people. So it's really difficult to put it right across to them that you do judge, because they'll say that they don't. When you hear that you have a new classmate, and when you see someone, you expect that person to be tall and smart or whatever, and then as soon as you see someone short, plump, your excitement all goes. That's really weird, because you're already judging the person without knowing them. Even when it comes to choosing the beauty queen, there are so many categories. How she can change the world, he or she can change the world, how smart she is, how she carries herself, but then the looks are given the most priority. I feel that in schools or workplaces, a person should be judged according to what he or she is, not on what he or she looks like. And I feel people judge other people because they're jealous. They're jealous that something they have that I don't have. And also they feel that, I feel that if you're 100% happy with yourself, you don't find the need to judge someone else. And something that we all like to realize is that who we're judging could be us one day. Like, as soon as we judge someone who's new to the class, we could also be new to a college and people will be judging us. So that's what we don't realize. We can be in their place one day. So, and
I have a question for you, Ritu. Do you get prejudiced by others' decisions?
I used to, because most people do actually, because they want to fit in so very well in the society. but then they do it in such a way that they forget what makes them happy. And that's what I realized, so I don't get it.